I think maybe up there. I think maybe up there. I'm gonna get out and have a look. About 8 years ago, I was driving along this road. It's the first time I'd been in this area. And I spotted some glyphs up on the alongside the road. That's a rare thing. I've been back many times. There's a lot of glyphs around here. 99.9% you're not going to see from the road, but it's a good place to start. Come back today, and I thought I would walk along this cliff band here and maybe see a couple of these ones I saw before heading off to some new territory that I'll talk about later. It's a nice panel. Well, let's see what we got here. That's a lizard man up there. Over here on this side, and of course there's a nice panel over there we'll get to in a minute. That big squiggle snake-like thing, it's a little hard to tell, but this is certainly authentic over here. Oh, look, there's a bird up high. Well, I'll get a little closer. So nice with the sun shining on it. Again, a couple lizard men. Some other symbols are hard to interpret. Hear a car go by. Again, we're quite close to the road here, so most people wouldn't notice this going by. And on this face, changes up a little bit. There's a spirally type thing and a grid. Get a little closer over here. The little sun type thing has come off. There's the lizard man. There's the sort of like interwoven spirals. I've seen that before. There's the grid. Pretty nice. Trying to decide which way to go up to the top from here. I think I can see. Yeah, I definitely can see a couple nice ones down there, so I'm going to go this way. You can see the way these rocks are here. It's a little treacherous to walk, so I may be turning it off and on so I can concentrate. Now, before even getting to these though, I'm seeing some other stuff right here around the corner. Pretty noticeable panel there. So, well, this one's in the shadow, and you can see again vandalism, some initials added, but that looks like a spiral. Heck, that looks like a running man. That's not I don't know. That's not... There's one over here too. A little bit hard to interpret. This one's just below. Again, sort of abstract, hard to interpret. I can see something else on the face down there, but right at my feet is something here in the shade. Is I think that's a lizard man. On the other side, it's a little more interesting. There's something right on the top of this rock too. Deeply pecked. I can't tell what it would have been originally, but we got some circles or a spiral on the other side. A little better view from here. That one's not bad. Maybe that guy on the top was a man. Yeah, if so, he doesn't have a head. See how they all are clustered here? There's this one we can get a look at before, another little spiral-like thing. Well, I walked around to another point. Those tend to be on the points that are closest to the river. And as I maneuver to get in position, I see this one, which is better down here. There's the one I want to get to. See another sort of bighorn on the tip of that rock there. And the one I see want to see further on just down there. Flat rock I can stand on and not lose my balance too much. Well, that's a nice bighorn, a big one. Unfortunately, the rock's broken off in the interim. Smaller bighorn with a spiral. And looks like an upside down animal there on top. You can see this top has a few glyphs. And oh look, on the other side of this rock I can see some too. So pretty rich area here. Get some more pictures. And here's this one. That's a nice bighorn. It looks like maybe a guy with a real long arm. I'm not quite sure what's going on behind the bighorn. A little spiral. And you can see up here, up the top is a bighorn completely broken off. Just see his legs. There's some vandalism, some initials. And maybe you can see that one with the animal in the animal. We'll get to that one. Pretty good area. Well, there's that broken off bighorn. This is the one I wanted to show. My shadow's in the way at the moment. But look at that. There's a animal inside another bighorn. Looks like a male bighorn. Of course, that would be inaccurate if this is a pregnancy scene. But this is a pretty unique one. I like it. Over here, I'm just seeing a asterisk type sun. There's another view, perhaps a better view. Well, I moved about half mile down the road. Going to an area I've been to before, although I'm gonna just hit around the edges where I haven't looked. And there's a cliff band here. Further along, I know it has a lot of petroglyphs, but I'm not gonna spend time there because I want to look for stuff new. I just noticed this, so this is the kind of thing I'm going to be looking. These are this cliff is made of basalt, and a lot of it is broken into columns. Kind of thing they have at the Giant's Causeway in Ireland, and I've seen them in Iceland. There's Devil's Postpile in California. But anyway, you can see this one is almost hexagonal shape. Maybe I'm too close to it for you to see it well. But where I want to look is sort of down at the bottom where these things have fallen off. Because I think last time I was here I noticed there was maybe some glyphs at the bottom. And I didn't go down and look at them, so that's what I'm going to do today. Well, not 20 feet from where I was just talking to you, I come across another broken off column, and there's some petroglyphs. There's some circles. I don't think that's a spiral. It's maybe 4 concentric circles and some other smaller circles. Here's another view. I can also see a circle with a dot on this side. And down below, maybe you can just see in the corner there, small little lizard man at the bottom. And here's some little column segments. I haven't noticed things like that before. Sort of cool. Well, looking up the cliff edge, I see some glyphs up there. I may have mentioned that I don't intend to look at the cliff edge, but actually this part of it I haven't been to before. My last trip, I saw a lot of glyphs, and a rattlesnake started bothering me, and I quit early. I thought I saw most of them, but there's some up there, so we'll go get a closer look at those. All right, there's the circles with dots. I count 8 altogether. One more up there. There's a little bighorn with a belly. Usually see a belly like that. Maybe this one's pregnant. And here's these fainter ones over here. A lot of the glyphs along this, there's another one of those. A lot of the glyphs along this section a river. Maybe you can hear water flowing down below. I think that's associated with a canal. But a lot of them look like this. You know, they're quite nice. Well, I've been continuing along the top. I figure it makes sense to do that till I see something familiar. And then I'll go down. But here's some I haven't seen before. These sort of jigsaw puzzle looking ones. A bunch of lines. There's an animal. And another one around this corner of the column. Yeah, look at the shape of these things that I'm standing on. Sort of cool. There's some concentric squares more, like than anything else. Bunch of them here. A few faint circles in the lower boulders, but here's some more up on the columns. Go up and look at those. Well, it's a bunch of circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to count again. 4. I think that's 9. And over here we got another circle. There's an animal up there. Well, coming around the corner, next corner, I see some more. We'll get closer, but I see one way up high there. What the heck is that? Looks like a neck with a head and a snowman body with four balls attached. Interesting. Not sure what that is. Well, it looks like a fat cross with maybe a guy on top and certainly a very long tail. There's an animal next to it. Here, there's some faint stuff. Over here's a lizard man. Some more similar faint things here. Another view of that weird one up on top. From down here, I'm not going to go any higher than I am at the moment. Well, I'm starting to turn the corner on the edge. I think I'll be getting to where I quit last time, but I can see a couple guys there that look a little better. Well, here's these guys. Some claws. That guy's got them. He's got a friend too. They got claws at the bottom. This guy's got one hand with claws. This is the place where I climbed out last time. I climbed up out of there, and some of the best glyphs are just above me. So I'll just show you a quick view of those, but I'm not going up there. I'm not doing a petroglyph tour, I'm doing a petroglyph hunt, but those are some really fantastic ones up there. So I'm going down into areas I haven't been before. I'm not quite sure how far I'll go down, depend on the bushes, but I see something bright right around the corner here, which I probably haven't seen before. Huh, it's a funny symbol. I don't know what that is. Pretty unusual. There it is head on. There's another one in the boulder, sort of, you know, just an abstract shape. There's a grid down there. You can see the agricultural fields beyond. Well, this column that's fallen down the hill is decorated, and I'm guessing it was decorated after it fell. So it's been sitting here at least 800 years, maybe longer. View from the side. Well, I'm heading further down, and that's a cool looking thing over there. I'm gonna go check out. Well, that's a fallen piece of column, nicely decorated. I don't know, with that kind of archaic style, it may have been sitting here for 2,000 years, decorated. I don't believe it fell off, slid down the hill. I think it was decorated here. Well, I'm a little disappointed that the hunting down the boulder slope isn't better, but you can see it's overgrown. Pretty much everything in the desert sticks you. This thing on my arm is sticking me right now. And I can hear bees. I don't don't think I'm near a hive necessarily. I think it's just their springtime activity. Well, the low rock hunting sort of falls apart, continuing this way. I've walked the edges before, just below the cliff band, but I think I'm going to head up this way. Maybe I'll catch a few glyphs on the way out that along the cliff band. Well, there's a few up there we'll walk by. On the columns there, you see some, see a grid, and some geometrical stuff. There's a sun. There's a lizard man. There's a couple circles over there. Heading back this way. More geometrical stuff and another sun. Well, I think that's enough for today. It occurs to me, maybe I teased by saying it wasn't going to where the nice glyphs were. If you're curious enough, you can check out a photo book slideshow I put up a number of months ago. It's one of the first things I posted on YouTube. It's called My Arizona Petroglyphs. In the Gila River section, I think there are a couple of pictures from this section.